Good evening and welcome to Weekend Update. I'm your host, Eric Farmer. On this Saturday, 21st of September, 2024. And yeah, it's a cool, rainy evening here, Gilpin County, Colorado. We're just like clockwork. Tomorrow's the autumnal equinox, and kind of like the first day of fall. And yeah, looks like we got some chilly, cloudy, rainy weather. And the forecast is saying possible snow mixing in, a little bit of snow mixing in overnight. But they're not calling for any accumulating snow or anything. But yeah, I was just looking at the local radar, and it is definitely looks like it's snowing up at the highest, up on the peaks. And so yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a little snow in the morning, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, it's just the cold months are upon us. So it begins. Another cold season approaches, has arrived. And I think we got 7 months of chilly weather till next summer comes back. I don't enjoy it anymore, really. I'm not really much of a winter person anymore, but it's a La Nina year, they're saying, so hopefully it'll be mild. That's what we're hoping for. I know some people that watch my channel are one of my 6 viewers is hoping for a cold winter this year because they had such a mild, dry winter in the Midwest last year. Yeah, we did. It was pretty mild here too last winter, really. So we got a huge snowstorm in March. 4-foot snowstorm we got in March, and then we got the huge windstorms in April. Other than that, it wasn't too bad of a winter. But yeah, it always sucks, man. You know, it's always cold enough to where your furnace is running a lot if you don't have a wood stove or something to create some heat. And as you can see, if you can see in the background, I do have a fire going this evening. I think I would just usher in the fall, burn a little, keep my furnace from running. But yeah, it sucks, man. I'm not looking. But you know, the good news is we'll have some warm weather still. We still got a lot of nice weather to come as the summer ends and fall begins. You know, still gets a few summer-like days. But yeah, looking at the forecast, I don't think we're going to see any more days in the 70s. Looks like we're going into the 60s and 50s for the next few days. And yeah, I think we won't be seeing any more 70s. Maybe it's possible. We'll probably see some more 70-degree days. We was hoping. Yeah, that's the big story this week. The weather. Summer's over. Fall is upon us. And be careful because immigrants are going around eating your pets. That's the big story this week. Everybody's talking about immigrants eating people's pets all over the country. It's happening. I've heard over how you doing? Yeah, be careful because the immigrants are eating your pets. What's going on in Springfield, man? I have no idea. I live under a rock. Is that where the people's pets are getting consumed by immigrants? Somewhere I heard, yeah, like last week there was some people's got their horses butchered and killed and eaten by some immigrants. It's getting bad, man. They're going after not only going after your cats and your dogs, but now they're eating people's horses. There's some hungry ass immigrants out there. A channel named Nick Johnson has a great video on Springfield. Yeah, Nick Johnson. Yeah. I've watched some of his videos. Springfield, but isn't that where the Simpsons live? There's a Springfield in every single state, I think. Yeah, I'm sure there's a Springfield in every state in the United States, except for Hawaii, maybe. Voodoo is number one religion in Haiti. Yes, fucking voodoo magic, man. Fucking voodoo magic. So what's going to be next? Are you eating people's horses, dogs, cats, parrots, pythons? Well, you name it, man. They're going to come and consume your pets. And, you know, Kamala's not going to do nothing about it. Seems like the city went 50K population to 70K. Their social services are overwhelmed. Schools don't have the capacity to teach that many kids who don't speak English. Now, which state is this Springfield? Ohio? They don't enforce laws against the Haitians. I guess those are the ones that are eating people's pets, huh? That's what I thought. Springfield, Ohio. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. They're against requiring insurance, license plates, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I know. I guess, yeah. Where I live, there we don't have that problem, man. But yeah, I'm hearing about it. It's like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. God damn. They're just letting people come into this country, you know, giving them bank cards with $10,000 credit. And when that one runs out, they give them another one. Yeah, I guess. And they're giving them vouchers to stay in hotels and shit or whatever. Yeah. It's like rolling out the red carpet for all these people, right? But Americans can't get any help at all. The pet thing might not be true. Really? That's, man, as far as I've heard, it's fucking rampant. Haitians are fucking cooking people's fucking cats and dogs in the streets. They're building big old fires on the fucking in people's front yards and cooking their cat. Oh my goodness. Well, those poor, you know, fucking Haiti's bad, man. Seen some videos about Haiti, man. It's pretty bad. And then they're on the same island as the Dominican Republic, I think. And the Dominican Republic is like really wealthy, one of the wealthier nations in the world. And Haiti is on like half of the island is Dominican Republic. The other half is Haiti. And it's probably like the most poorest fucking place on earth. When they had that big earthquake, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. Man, it was just bad. And then they put Bill Clinton in charge of it all. It's like putting the fox in charge of the hen house. He was in charge of like all the funding that went over there from charities and shit. And I don't think they got much. If you give to most charities, you know, you're lucky if 10 cents of the dollar gets to where it says, if that, or even like 1 cent of the dollar goes to help people. The rest of it goes in everybody else's, all the people dipping their fucking, their finger in the pie, so to speak. And then by the time the money gets to help people, it's like 1 cent on the dollar, if that. Haiti is a dumpster fire. Yeah, I think it's the truth. That's the literal truth. It's not, you know, you say if something's a dumpster fire, you know, you're just, you know, you're kind of exaggerating, but yeah, no, that's literally a dumpster fire. There was a way to spread them out amongst cities that could handle the influx of people. It probably wouldn't be an issue. I know. There couldn't be that fucking many people that live there, you know? I don't know. I've learned some stuff about Haiti. It's kind of interesting. Like, I think it was started by the French, and they brought like it was like a slavery island, you know? They would bring slaves from Africa. I don't know if it's true or not. They would bring slaves and they would stage them there, you know, and then from there they would spread them out to other parts of the, you know, the Americas, north and south or wherever, you know. It was a good place to. I don't know if that story is true or not, but yeah, then the French just left, and the place just went into total chaos. There was no like, you know, colonial rulers there anymore, you know, and the people were left to their own devices. And then I guess the United States stepped in there at some point and started, you know, helping them. You don't want the help. If you're a small country like that, you don't want the help of the United States, I don't think. Yeah, but I guess the French just left out of there, and then they left all this whole population of people there, and they just went crazy, man. Basically, it like fell into like the dark ages, you know? Like there was like cannibalism going on and shit from what I heard, and like until it all kind of just balanced itself back out, you know? There are thousands of people that have been arrested and in jail for many years and have never had a hearing, court date about the original. Wow. God, can you imagine the nightmare? You know, last time I was in jail, man, you know, there was a guy in there, man. They just had him in there, man, and you know, I don't know, man. It seemed like I've seen quite a few people like that, man. They really didn't do anything that fucking bad, man. But the system just won't fucking let them go. They'll drag their case out forever. And while they're incarcerated the whole fucking time. Yeah. You heard about people, this one dude recently, he was in prison for like 50 years or something, man. Or a long time, 40 something, I don't know. It was a long fucking time. And they finally fucking acquitted him. Because he didn't do nothing. He was innocent the whole time. And they finally let him out when he was like in his 70s or something. It was the craziest story, man. Can you imagine that? Spending 50 fucking years in prison for nothing? And then they finally let you out? God. Oops, our bad. We're sorry. We're so sorry. We kept you in prison for 55 years and you didn't do nothing wrong. But now you're old and you went in there, you were a young guy in your prime. And they let you back out when you're an old fucking man. God, it's such a sad story. At least he got let back out, though. I think he got a settlement, too, like quite a bit of money for false imprisonment or whatever. yes, we need to help our homeless veterans for sure. As much as I don't agree with fucking the military and all that and what they do, you know, to other populations of people around the world, I think most of them go in there with good intentions. They're brainwashed, so I can't really blame the fucking soldiers. Some of them are just forced into it. They got no choice but to join the military. I think what they're forced to do is horrible. I had an uncle that was in Vietnam, and he died like in his 40s. A lot were drafted in. I mean, a long time ago. We haven't had a draft in a long time. They haven't had a draft since the Vietnam War. But yeah, I guess there's some guys, some Vietnam veterans. They're getting old, man. Most of them are in their 70s. I think that was the last generation that had a draft. As far as I know, my lifetime, there was never a draft. They're talking about bringing it back because we gotta fucking stage World War III. And they're not getting enough people that are joining the military in the United States anymore. I don't even know, man, what our population is. They keep claiming that our population is going up, but I don't think so. I think our population is declining like a fucking rock. But they'll just keep lying about it and saying, "No, our population is still growing. We got to do something." But that boils down to there's less young men to go into the military, and women, whatever. So yeah, I can see the future of warfare is all going to be autonomous, man. It's going to be machines killing humans, like we've seen in a lot of movies. Yeah, it's getting. I watched a video today where this fucking guy was like barricaded in a motel room, and like they sent a robot, like was like a robot on wheels, like, and it like bashed in the window, and like the guy came up and like threw a fucking sheet on it. He like opened the door and threw a sheet on this robot, and then slammed the door, and then like the robot like bashed in the window. Fucking shot fucking tear gas into the fucking room, and then the guy came out, and the robot fucking drove up on top of him, and fucking pinned him down, like practically just ran him over and like stayed on top of him until the cops could come and fucking. That would be really weird, man. How the hell are they gonna, I guess they would dogpile on him, and then you know how they like to dogpile on people, and then so that they get the person down and like, come on, give me your other hand. Like they're pretending like he's not giving them their hand as they're fucking putting their knees on him and forcing the air out of their lungs. So yeah. That's World War III, baby. It's going to be machine killing human. Hey, guys, abandoned citizen in the house. But yeah, I don't hold it against the soldier, I think a lot of them regret, a lot of them I've talked to, man, They wish they would have never went into the military to begin with. Some of them, but a lot of them go in for different reasons, man. You know, this one guy, he went in, he was in the Gulf War and shit. Man, he was fucked up in the head, man. He had bad mental problems, man. But yeah, he was afraid they were going to fucking make him go back into the military and have to go back to it. He's like, if I have to go back to Iraq, man, I'm not going to fucking survive. Damn. Yeah, dude, just really bad, man. You know, this guy just had bad fucking, he was a cool kid before he went in, came back from Iraq, and he was just fucked up in the head, man. It's like, you know, serious mental problems, man. Now you see why, you know, like 22 fucking veterans commit suicide every day in this country. Joe fucking just dug a hole, started burning shit from all over the yard. Fire! I got a fire going, man. If you can see it. Coach, is it cold up there today? They're calling for some possible snow overnight here, mixing in with the rain. Yeah, it's kind of nasty. Not nice outside. It's like 40 degrees. So decided to burn a little fire tonight, keep my furnace from running as much as possible. And yeah, I got to do a lot more firewood this year. I got some trees out there I'm going to cut down, but man, it's always scary to me, man. But I got some standing dead trees. They need to come down, you know, provide me with quite a bit of firewood. Just tricky. I got to cut down one aspen tree that's alive and well to get it out of the way so the other trees can fall through that area, you know. But I should be able to scrounge up enough wood to get me through this winter, no problem, and keep my gas bill at a fucking minimum. I'm sure Joe don't have that problem, man. He's got plenty of fucking firewood. But one problem I have is a lot of these trees are really big, and it's not easy to cut them down. I've cut down a lot of trees, man. I've cut down all the easy ones. Now all that's left are the hard, dangerous ones that could fall in my house or my garage. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I wanted, you know, if I would have been working more this year and making more money, I would have rented a big old snorkel lift, man, and it would get me up to and cut those trees from the top down. But, man, it's so expensive. It cost me like $2,000 to rent it for one day. And then I have to do, you know, I would just try to top them all down to a point where if they blew down, they wouldn't do any damage, you know. And then just finish cutting them down from the ground. Yes, it's a bad situation, man. I go out there and I look at all these trees. I'm like, God damn. I know these trees are going to fucking blow down this winter. I guess, you know, they blow down. I pay up my insurance, you know. Fuck it. They blow down. The insurance fucking will have to cover it. No, they'll say, no, we can't cover that. You should have had those trees mitigated. You know, that's how insurance companies are, man. They fucking suck the life out of you with their premiums. And then when you need to make a claim, they just raise their fucking rates every year. Well, you know, we got to raise our rates because of climate change. Climate change is causing more and more disasters around the world. And we have to keep covering all these disasters. Everybody has to fucking pay for it. So everybody's fucking insurance rates is going up. If you don't like it, don't have insurance. Go ahead. live without home insurance? Are you going to sleep at night? Jorgen Becker, nice to see you. I stood on a ladder while using it. It was surprised how good it worked. Oh, it's a 27-foot pole saw? Dude, yeah. Dude, these trees are like 50, 60 feet tall. If I can get a 60-foot pole saw. God damn, I can't imagine trying to fucking operate a 27-foot fucking pole saw, man. It's like a circus act. Do it while riding a unicycle. Like a 12-foot unicycle, you know, like they have in the circus. I think they have like a 20-foot unicycle. So if you can get on like a 20-foot unicycle with a 27-foot pole saw, I might be able to get to the top of my trees. Oh, that would be awesome. And then I'd have to dodge all the branches as they're falling down. But hey, it's worth a shot. I had to buy one of those to trim back my neighbor's ficus trees that grew nonstop. Yeah. Ficus trees. I've heard that name before. It's bad when you got to fucking trim your neighbor's trees. That's a long pole. Do you hope it make up for the 4-inch? That's what it is, man. People that go around with the big pole saw, they have fucking manhood issues. So they try to make up for their lack of manliness with a big pole saw. I know how it is. That's why I don't have one. That's why my chainsaw only has a 16-inch fucking bar. But yeah, you see how much work I could do with my fucking DeWalt battery operated chainsaw. I'm cutting through a 20-inch tree, man. It's no problem. The key is you got to have a sharp fucking blade. I mean, chain. That's the key to any chainsaw is sharpness. If your chain ain't sharp, man, I don't care how powerful it is. You know. But yeah, if you work with chainsaws, you got to have a sharp chain. You can only sharpen them so many times. And so yeah, you gotta go through some chains, probably go through 3 or 4 chains a year. And then I sharpen them until they no longer can be sharpened, and I got to get a new one, Imagine if you have them professionally sharpened, but these people have like a jig and like a machine that sharpens the blade like factory edge. I just do it with a file, but it works. You can do it with a file, but it's not as good as like I think they use some kind of like Dremel tool type thing. Longest one they made $100, and I saved it for fortune because I needed a bucket. I cut most of my steel. I bought a Frud German made sharpener. Best thing I ever. Yeah, it's expensive, man, to keep replacing chains. If you could get a sharpener that will make your chain last a lot longer. Well, a car just went by like fucking honking its horn. Like holding. I guess he was pissed off at the person in front of him. Get the fuck out of my way. God damn it. If you're going to drive fucking 25 miles an hour, you might as well get yourself a tricycle. The blade will slice you like a razor blade. Got a sharpener. Maybe $40. I think. Yeah. That's not very expensive. And so I had a new blade for like $20. A new chain, I should say. That's not very expensive either. But, if I could save, half the blades I buy, chains, it would be worth getting a good sharpener for $40. If it could save me like $40 a year on chains. See, Joe's got 4-year-old blades I still use. Well, chains. What kind of chains you use? I gotta use an Oregon chain right now. There's I'm only cutting through pine, so I don't really need the best fucking chain. I'm not cutting through any hardwoods or nothing. So that's another thing to consider. What are you cutting? Pine is like nothing, but still, you hit imperfections in the wood, like grit and sand and little pebbles on the fucking bark. It's all kinds of things. But my last chain that I had, I was cutting up like this old futon fucking frame. And I didn't know, but there was like a bolt right there. I didn't even know there was a bolt, and I fucking hit the bolt. That'll destroy a chain real fast. That chain was done right there. I said, I'll see if I can sharpen it up. I would sharpen it, try to cut again. It still wouldn't cut. No, chain is fucking toast. Yeah, fuck yeah, chainsaws, man. It's that time of year, man. It's chainsaw season. Time to stock up. If you haven't started building up your firewood supply for the winter, the cold months are officially here, but we still get some nice days. I'm thinking it's a La Nina year. Should be mild. Last winter was pretty mild. Especially, I know for Minnesota was really mild, wasn't it? Davey boy, I want to knock off 3 foot. Wow. God, I'd love to have a chainsaw. 3 foot. But I think on my saw I can put like a 20-inch blade, a 20-inch bar on it. I'm not sure, but I think it's possible. But most of the stuff I got to cut up, 16 inches fine. Does the job. But I love my DeWalt battery, man. I got a Stihl, but it's a smaller chainsaw, but I never use it. I haven't used it since I got the DeWalt. Because it's just so much easier just to put a battery in it and go, as opposed to fucking putting gas and mixing the gas and oil and you got and choke it down and then it starts up, But one thing I'll say about the Stihl chainsaw, man, it works. It's not that much of a hassle, man. As long as you take proper care of it, it'll run. If you know how to start it up, it's not that hard. It tells you like right on the side of the chainsaw how to fucking start it up. If you can't follow simple instructions, then you shouldn't be running a chainsaw. Another nice thing about the electric one, you let go of the trigger and it stops right away. It doesn't keep spinning or nothing, you know. So yeah, there's a lot of. I don't think I'll ever buy another gas powered chainsaw. It still makes a battery one. Man, why are people calling me? Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Sorry, I didn't shout in your ear.
No, it's all right.
I'm good. I have some eggs for you. I can give them to you today, or I can give them to you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I never give them to you.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm doing a live stream right at the moment, so.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that. Okay, bye.
No, that's all right.
Bye,
No, you don't have to go.
Okay.
But yeah, I will.
All right. How long is your thing?
My live stream, I just another couple hours.
Oh, for God's sake. All right then. But
Yeah.
I want to remember to give them to you tomorrow. So
Yeah.
help a note.
Tomorrow I'll come by. We'll hang out and get the eggs.
Well, yeah. No, I'll
you
probably
can.
give them to you in the daytime.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You take care.
Thanks,
Bye.
Kathy. Bye.
Yeah.
That was my neighbor. She gave me some fucking eggs. I just bought a bunch of eggs, but I could always use more. I did my 2 weekly journey to Walmart yesterday. Now I bought 3 weeks worth of supplies. So I have to go back for another 3 weeks now. Getting smarter, man, in my old age. Why buy 2 weeks when you can buy 3 weeks? Save yourself a trip. But yeah. That's nice. Well, she gets the eggs from this guy across the street, you know. He has a bunch of chickens, obviously, and they make way more eggs. They lay way more eggs than he can use, so he just gives them away. And so yeah, I get quite a few eggs from that situation, and they're great. I love it. They're really good eggs. Way better than you could get in the supermarket, obviously. But yeah, anywho, go ahead and post a link here. Yeah, I was talking about battery powered steel chainsaw. Yeah, I'd like to try one of those. I imagine it'll be a lot better than a DeWalt, but it's got to be still. But yeah, a lot of people, you know, they don't want nothing to do with a battery powered chainsaw. Fuck that. Like that. You got to have the fucking gas. That's a chainsaw, baby. You wouldn't see the guy at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre butchering people up with a fucking battery powered chainsaw, man. It just doesn't have the same effect. It wouldn't scare the fuck out of the audience, man. Instead of you know, that's my imitation of a battery powered chainsaw. This is my imitation of a no. That's a gas powered chainsaw. As opposed to a battery powered chainsaw. See, it doesn't have the same fucking effect.
Yeah, you know, he might have caught He might have caught them teenagers quicker if he had a battery-operated saw.
No shit, huh? It's a lot quieter, man. Just get his fucking work done. Not
Well, he
ready.
always had to try to start it. You remember? It'd take him 3 or 4 pulls.
I don't think I've ever watched the Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies, but
Yeah, I have.
I'm not really into those gory fucking movies, man. It's not my cup of tea, you know. My sister's into that shit. Oh, look at that. Burn, baby, burn. Hell awaits. Yeah, that looks nice and warm, man.
I dug a hole this time.
You dug a hole? That's a good idea. I got a hole with
Oh, there was nails and shit. I burnt a lot of pallets and garbage wood and a lot of nails.
Yeah, me too. I burned a lot of that shit in my fire pit outside, and I had old fence pieces and shit with hardware on them and all kinds of stuff. I got a lot of stuff I want to burn this winter, but right now I can't. We're in a stage 2 fire ban. But yeah, we're getting some.
Yeah, it's kind of. That's why I dug a hole.
Chilly rain here tonight. Possibly mixing with snow. I know. Look at the radar; it's snowing just on the mountains east of me here, or west of me. Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Well, that's cool.
That's kind of crazy, man. Yeah, out of the blue, you know. Like yesterday was so nice, and they're saying we could get some snow flurries this evening, overnight.
Stick fire here.
Yeah, it's tomorrow's the solstice or the equinox.
So for the first time, I got the water hose.
Yeah.
I almost lost the file.
The nozzle on it, so I could just turn the nozzle and the water starts. You know, I don't have to turn on the spigot because the spigot's already on. So yeah, whenever I have a fire, except in the wintertime, you know, can't really use the hose when it's freezing weather outside. I mean, you can. I've never tried it. Supposedly, you know, you can freeze your pipes, so you should always disconnect your hoses as part of your winter prepping.
Definitely.
And you should winterize your car too, right?
Well, I guess.
I'm due for a new battery. I should get a new battery this year. But fuck it, I'll just wait till my battery dies and then go get a new one, you know?
Pretty much what I do.
Yeah. But it sucks when you get stuck somewhere and your battery's dead. But I always carry jumper cables with me, you know? So I can always get a jump start from someone, you know?
Oh yeah.
It's like stand out there with some cables, say, help, help. People are glad to come and give you a jump start normally, you know? Makes them feel good about their day. Tony's Official Creations. What's up? What is up? Up is the opposite of down. I'm just wondering if Tony's Official Creations is a person that I know in the real world. IRL. Yeah, that's nice. Joe's got us a nice fire here. Keep us fucking warm. Add to climate change and global warming and all that happy horse shit. So what do you think about?
Yeah, I'm just doing my best to help out.
What do you think about the immigrants eating people's dogs? The Haitians.
I think it's pretty gross. You shouldn't eat animals that eat other animals.
You think? think that's a problem? Eating,
Yeah,
eating
I think that
predators?
might be a problem.
Yeah, I've never tried it. I don't think I've ever eaten a predator or a carnivore.
A lot of worms, man. A lot of parasites.
A lot of parasites. Ah, and yeah. But when you cook the meat, doesn't that kill all the parasites?
Yeah, I guess if you overcook it.
Yeah, of course. If I was
I
going to
don't.
eat a carnivore, of course I would overcook it.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
I'll just.
I heard like
I'll
bear
just
is.
pass.
I've heard somebody say that bear is really good.
Oh, I don't know. I heard they give away free ducks at the park, so I'm thinking of going down there.
Yeah, I've heard that bear meat is pretty good. I don't know. You ever
Yeah, a
tried
little greasy, but real.
You ever tried a tiger sandwich?
No,
You never tried a tiger
I
meat
don't live
sandwich?
in Africa.
You never tried a tiger
No.
meat sandwich? I heard they're
Nope.
great. Did you hear that?
Oh, frosted flakes, huh?
They're great. That's not my joke, man. I stole that from a professional comedian.
No. Yeah. Oh man.
Right, I got that fire stoking now, baby. Your fire's better, but I got one going too, man. Right. Burn, baby, burn.
Good.
Yeah.
I haven't lit a fire yet this year.
It's like my first fire of the season, you know. It's the equinox is upon
Yeah.
us.
No, I haven't.
And we're getting chilly. Yeah, it was so nice yesterday. Yesterday was like in the 70s.
Yeah.
And then bam.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
nice.
Usually that's how it works.
It's nice.
You know. When the cold weather moves across it, you know, an area, it's warm right in front of it, and then the cold air comes in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But before the cold air hits, it's usually really nice, and then bam, overnight it just changes. Usually it'll get windy.
There's
you
a
know.
dog. Oh.
You know how it is. It gets windy, and then it fucking rains and snows, and then it like blows. Fucking, I'm not ready for another winter cycle, man.
No, neither am I.
It's going to be a mild winter.
Finally got this wrapped up.
Either way, man.
I had to take.
Whatever it does, it's going to do, right? There's not much we can do.
See, here's a.
Oh, there's your chain collection. You still use all of them? So you like sharpen them up
Still use it. Just sharpen them up.
with a file.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's a flat file.
Yeah.
That one's a flat one.
I use a round one.
Well, I use that for the raker.
But yeah, it works good, and you know, as long as you don't hit a bolt with your fucking chain, all bets are
Another
off.
file. Which one though?
Yeah, when you use a chainsaw a lot, man, you got to learn how to sharpen a chain.
Yeah, otherwise you spend a lot of money on chains.
Yeah, or having someone else do it.
Yeah, I've never had anyone else do it.
I mean, for the price it costs to have a chain sharpened, you might as well just buy a new one.
Well, it's like $3, $4.
Well, to have someone sharpen it,
It's like $3-4. Yeah, it's like $3-4 around here.
it costs more here. There's only one place. The Ace Hardware is the only place that does it.
But I think I could sharpen them better with my file than they do with the grinder.
So
You know, I mean, I'm not trying to brag.
your chain has like a little angle guide on it, right? Each tooth. It's like a little tiny line.
Yeah.
that you guide your file with.
Yeah,
You know,
just kind of know.
it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, it's got to be close.
You know what it is after you file your chains.
Yeah.
You know, the main thing is just be consistent on your angle during that file.
Yeah.
You know, so if you're off, you might as well be off on every one.
Yeah. I just try to follow the line as best of my ability.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
otherwise
good
it'll
at following the line. Yeah, you know, working as a carpenter all my life, you know, pretty good at lining shit up.
Yeah, generally a carpenter can see a straight line and he can judge a distance down to the foot.
Yep.
Generally.
Yeah. Or even more than that. Depending on the depending on the amount of distance involved.
Yeah.
You can make a better angle on the chain, huh? See, Tony knows what he's doing.
The only thing I'm sure of, though, the only thing I'm sure of is I know what 6 inches is.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I'm sure of.
Yep. Remember that? Yeah.
But even then, I lie.
Like I'm strapping my machetes. How do you do yours with a stone? My machetes. I usually just use like a grinder.
There's a machete.
I use my machete to fucking chop through weeds and shit, you know. And it gets dull because I'm always hitting rocks and shit with it, you know. And so, yeah, I use a grinder on my machetes. I only use one machete. I got one that I never use. It's really sharp. So it almost looks like a little samurai sword. But this other one, yeah, it's like kind of like. No, that one's cool, man. No, that one's. No, I don't have one like that. The curved blade.
It's a Bear Grylls.
That looks like a Sinbad sword.
Yeah, that's pretty small.
Yeah, that looks like it do the job real good. Chopping out through weeds and shit. That's what I use my machetes for. It's just the weeds that are too strong for my weed whacker, you know? The ones that the weed whacker is too big. I go through and I'll chop all those down before I weed whack. You know? Anything that looks like it'll be too much for my weed whacker. I mean, the weed whacker will do it, but you know, you got to really use a lot of energy and probably destroys your line faster, you know. So he used a 2-sided stone and an electric grinder. Yeah. It's a lot of work, fucking sharpening a machete, I imagine. So there's a lot of blade.
Yeah, you need a grinding wheel.
I use a grinder, yeah. Like I just use a grinder like on my hand. The handheld grinder works really good. But you got.
I just threw away my. I've been using this grinder for 20 years. It ain't got no guard. And I finally watched one too many videos of grinders without guards, so I finally tossed it.
I don't need the guard on mine. And yeah, you got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
The ones that you plug into the wall, those ones are really. The one I have is battery powered, you know, and and
I have
the
all one.
wheel's quite a ways away from your hand. You know, you hold the triggers back here, and the wheel's up here. You know, so your hand's not getting close to the wheel really. And but those are the ones that you plug into the wall, man. They're a lot more powerful, and the wheel's like right here, and your hand's really close to the wheel. I don't like that. I don't like using those.
Hmm.
I know a guy that hurt himself really bad with one of those. He almost cut
Yeah.
his fucking hand off and shit. And he fucked himself all up.
Oh, man. That sucked. Hey, I gotta step away for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So
You use the. All right. Thanks, dude. We'll see you in a minute.
I'll be back in 5 minutes. I gotta put more shit on the fire real quick.
Yeah.
I'll hang out. You can take it off screen. That's fine.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Tony uses the one that plugs in. Man, them things, I don't like using those at all. I have no problem using the one that I have. It's a DeWalt. It's really safe as far as I'm concerned. But still, you always got to be careful using power tools. Fucking been doing it all my life, man. I still got all my fingers. So, I'm careful, man. I've had some close calls, man. What the hell? Are we hearing a fucking ghost? Sounds like some kind of evil demon. Are you talking to us from hell? That is weird sound, huh? It almost sounds like some kind of fucking demon. Wow. It's probably a logical explanation for that sound. I hope Joe's okay, man. It is the Halloween season, man. I think it starts now on the winter or the autumnal equinox, which is basically the fall equinox, right? It means that we're at a point in the cycle where we have an equal amount of daylight and sunlight. It's very interesting. Not really, no. It happens every year. Year after year after year after year as we cycle around the sun, so they tell us. If you're lucky, you get to do it 70 or 80 times. Some people do it 90 times, 100 times. Not many do it more than 100 times, though. Yes, Tony says the last day of summer today. Depends on who you talk to. Some people think that summer ends on the 1st of September. That's like they call meteorological fall begins like always on the 1st of the month, like September, and then winter begins December, spring begins March, summer begins June. It's all. But yeah, according to the official, today, last day of summer, officially. But we still get a lot of nice days in October. Hopefully it's going to be a new nice fucking October. Yeah. I think there's that sound again. It does sound like someone speaking. That's creepy, man. Wow, that is fucking weird. I don't know. Joe's playing a trick on us. Joe's playing a trick on us. It was some fucking weird, nasty sounding shit, man. Whoever, if that was some fucking thing talking, man, it sounds really mean.
What was that?
You didn't hear that, man? There was some weird noises coming through.
Oh, well, I was driving the Bobcat around that threw another load on.
We were hearing like this really weird sound. It sounded almost like some kind of demon fucking talking in some weird language.
Huh, cool. It's like fucking.
Maybe it was just the background noise from you driving your Bobcat around with it, but it sounded fucking weird, man. It really did. Kind of gave me the chills a little bit.
Holy crap.
I don't know if anybody else heard it, man, but I heard it. It was fucking. It kind of sounded like that. It almost sounded like something. It almost sounded like something speaking, but in like a language that I couldn't understand. It was weird. See, Tony said it was creepy. Is your place fucking haunted, Joe? Because that was some weird shit.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
Just
no one's ever lived here.
Strange sound.
Except the Giants, maybe.
Could have been like from an ancient tribe that lived there at one time. Could have been anything. Just a.
Oh, no, that was me from the future after I died.
It was most likely just a incidental sound, but it sounded fucking weird. It sounded like something speaking. Yeah. But I don't know if it was even necessarily coming from you. It must have been coming from your house. But that's not necessarily true. Yeah, like a chatterbox that they use on Ghost Hunt. Huh. That was really weird. I never heard nothing like that, man. I'm still kind of a little bit.
All right, I'm with you now. I got a beer.
Yeah, that was really weird, man. It really did sound like something.
Fire.
Really sounded like something talking, man. That was weird. Sorry.
Yeah, gotta grab a sweatshirt.
Yeah. It's that time of year, man. Summer's over, man. We must preserve our body heat one way or another. Joe walking around with his wife beater on. You're a fucking pimp. So yeah, I don't know, man. You think it's true that these fucking immigrants are eating people's pets? I heard they even ate some people's horses. These people's they butchered and ate some people's horses, dude. I heard that. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well, I've ate horse before. Holy crap, that's some fucking stuff.
I don't know what I'm smoking, man. It's just some stuff I picked out in the backyard.
Oh, I can't even show you on camera. That'd be illegal. Let's just say you put it in my yard.
Yeah, it's all everybody's talking about it these days. These immigrants, you know, eating people's pets.
They're stealing the ducks.
They're stealing the duck. People's bunnies, maybe.
Yeah, poor duck. All he wants is some fucking bread. That's all they want. They just want some bread, and then you give them a piece of bread, and you fucking take off with them.
You think they would eat someone's pet bunny?
I would.
Not, you know, rabbits aren't. They're not that very nutritious, really.
Sorry, little fluffy. Important.
They are at the bottom of the food chain, though, right? A lot of animals get nutrition from eating bunnies. But humans, it's not. We're not made to eat bunnies.
Oh, it's different. I'd eat a bunny.
But no, you don't. We don't get enough nutrition from eating bunnies. I think it's just not. They're just lacking in a lot of things that we need to eat. The rabbit meat doesn't provide. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, you got to eat.
I just saw that from watching Bear Grylls. You can't just survive.
You know, I don't know on a lot of rabbits, but like when you're getting, you know, like desert rabbits and shit like that, yeah, you got to eat everything.
The guts and all, huh?
Yeah. Just make it a stew. Close your eyes.
Yeah, if it comes down to that, I learned that from Les Stroud. Yeah. See the Survivor guy? Yeah.
Ah.
But you know, it will keep you from starving, but you can't live off it for a long time. It can't be your main source of food for a prolonged period of time, you know. But you know, for a day or two, it'll keep you from being hungry, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So will a package of ramen noodles. It doesn't mean you're eating anything.
That's true. It'll you know, temporarily get rid of your hunger pain. You're going to be hungry again an hour later, right?
Yep. Yep.
Well, life's a bitch, right? Fuck.
Who all made it to the stream today?
Who all made it, man?
Yeah, Davey Boy, Jordan, or Jorgen.
Davey Boy, Jorgen, yeah, Jorgen.
Yeah, I'm not looking at you.
There's Davey Boy, yeah. Tastes like chicken. Rabbit? Yeah, I've eaten rabbit once, man. You know why? Because my nephew fucking killed a rabbit out here. So it was just a young kid at the time. Like, all right, now I'm gonna cook this rabbit. I'm gonna make you eat it. You know. So I didn't cook it very well. I just wanted to make sure that I killed any fucking bacteria that was in it. You know, wanted to fucking cook it to death. You know, because I understand it. If you could, you know, you shouldn't eat rabbits in the summertime because they got fucking parasites in them. And you should only eat a rabbit like when it's freezing outside. From what I understand. If it's warm,
yeah, that makes sense. because you eat less and you starve off the parasites. That's why it's a good idea to fast all the time.
It's justifies hunger. Starve out the parasites.
Yep, it does.
I hate hunger, man. God.
Why, I'm the picture of health, man.
The worst fucking feeling in the world is hunger, man. Fuck. That suck. They're making it more and more people hungry every day too, man. It fucking sucks.
Man, that's a smoke still.
Smoking,
Yeah.
like
I can't tell you what it hurt.
tobacco, crack, PCP,
All of it.
all of the above. Fuck yeah. And I mix it all with LSD. It's a hell of a high.
Wash it down in the Jim Beam.
Fuck yeah. You ain't lived until you've been done all those drugs at the same time.
Yeah. See you in a couple days. And do me a favor and don't tell me you did.
Or maybe you won't see me in a couple of days. Nothing's for certain at this point. At least I don't do the evil drugs, you know?
Yeah.
Anymore.
No, I don't do evil drugs. Never have.
Evil drugs I consider like cocaine, crack, fucking crystal meth,
Tranquilizers, fentanyls.
heroin, fentanyl, you know. Then there's the good drugs. Cannabis.
Yeah. Cannabis, red rock,
LSD, opium. I don't know. I've never done opium, but that's an opiate, man. That's leading down the path of heroin addiction and shit. So that I would probably consider that one of the evil drugs. Alcohol, yeah, alcohol is an evil drug that I do partake in. Sadly,
Yeah. Thank God for alcohol.
oh, alcohol! I couldn't function without it.
Oh, I could just wouldn't be very happy.
Fuck it. I tried living without alcohol. It just didn't work. This makes
I get serious wondering.
Tobacco's another evil drug. Tobacco's another evil, addictive fucking drug. Thankfully, I don't use that one, man, because I used it for a long time.
Thank God for tobacco. You know, it's never did me no harm yet. Talk to me after I die of lung cancer, though.
Well, I think, you know, possibly the biggest harm that tobacco does is fucking financial for a lot of people. They spend a lot of money on cigarettes. And they don't get much out of it. You know? I might spend that much on beer every day, but, you know, at least I get something out of it, right?
Where's my coupon?
You know, a 6-pack of beer is like you know,
my 50%.
A 6-pack of decent beer is like the same price as a pack of cigarettes. You know,
Oh man.
like $12.
Yeah.
That's what, like, for a 6-pack of decent beer is like $10-12, right? And a fucking pack of cigarettes is like $12, and it just goes up. It's like amazing. It's like fucking. It's just a total, you know, microcosm of the fucking economy. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
go
can tell
down.
how the economy is by the price of cigarettes.
Well, then the economy's fucking great because have you seen the prices?
I used to stop and I look at the price of cigarettes, and like last time I looked, it was like $12 a pack.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, for 20 cigarettes, that's like 60 cents a cigarette or something. That adds up in today's economy, right? If you're smoking a pack a day for $12,
Yeah, I got you on a tree stump.
you know. But then I know a lot of people, they just roll their own cigarettes now. You know, that's what I was doing at the end when I quit smoking. I quit smoking a long time ago. Yeah.
I've rolled my own for years.
Yeah.
I don't even like real cigarettes anymore.
You know, and I was like, fuck this. Then one day I was like, you know what? It was like Thanksgiving weekend. It was like Thanksgiving Day. I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy my fucking last pack of cigarettes today. Never forget it. It was fucking, I was rolling my own for like a couple months or so, you know, because I was like having a hard time finding a job and shit. You know, I was like fucking kind of broke. And so I was like rolling my own cigarettes, and like Thanksgiving Day came, and I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm going to buy one more pack of cigarettes. Back then it was like $5-6 a pack, 5 something maybe, you know, and that was a lot of money, you know, and I was like, fuck it, you know, I'm going to buy my last pack of cigarettes today. And that was it, dude. I smoked that last pack of cigarettes, and I fucking quit, and I never looked back.
Well,
But
good for fucking you.
I struggled for years and years and years, man, to just quit smoking.
Yeah, it's all fucking, man. You just got to make a decision.
Yeah, and I was like, this is it, dude. I've struggled before, you know, and I tried, and I quit smoking for a few days, and it was horrible. And then I fucking started smoking again. I was like, you know, fuck, dude. I maybe for 1 or 2 days I was able, maybe one. You know, I was like, and it was so horrible, and I was like, I gotta have a cigarette. And then the last time I was just like, fuck it, dude. If I do that again, dude, all that time that I suffered was for nothing. You know what I mean? If I just give in.
Yeah.
That's what I thought in my mind. If I give in, then I suffered all this time for nothing. And I was like, I'm not going to do it, man. This time, I'm not going to give in and suffer all this time for nothing. And it worked. That mindset fucking worked. And then after like the fourth day, after the fourth day, I woke up and a cigarette wasn't the first thing on my fucking mind. And I had beat it, man. Kevin Malloy.
Yeah. And then it comes back and hits you again a couple weeks later. It's like, fuck, I kind of want one now. And
not for me, dude. It was like, after those fourth day, I didn't look back, dude. I was like, I did it, man. I was like, oh, I was so relieved. I quit smoking, man. And like, that realization came over me, man, you know. And
yeah,
it was powerful, you know. Now
I'm glad I burned.
If I want to smoke a cigarette now, I can do it, and I would never become a smoker again. You know what I mean? Because I've overcome the addiction in my mind. You know what I mean? I've overcome addiction. You know, at least to cigarettes. You know, and I've quit drinking too, man. Just I can quit addictions like that, man. If I really want to do it. Some people cannot. You know, some people cannot stop their addictions to save their lives. Have you tried vaping? I've never tried vaping. I'm not about to go there, man. I've used a THC vape type thing, like hash oil, but not any kind of tobacco vape. No, fuck that shit. I don't trust that at all.
Oh, I just busted out a marijuana vape. last night. That was in my drawer for like a year in the package. Fuck, that fucker's still good, man. Tastes like bananas. I was loving it.
I used to partake in those a lot.
I got another one my buddy dropped me off a couple of weeks ago that I haven't opened yet. I don't know what it is.
When I used to work at the ski area, you remember? I used to fucking have one of those
Yeah.
with me all the time. I used to always have one of those, man. That was fucking awesome. It's pretty expensive, but
Yeah, I don't know what they cost. Every month he buys like 10, 15 of them for his boy. You know, his boy's crippled, paralyzed. So
yeah, it's good medicine.
Yeah, so he buys them for him. And I seen he had them a couple weeks ago. I'm like, give me one of them motherfuckers, man. He's like, shit, here, take 2, 3. I'm like, nah, I just want one.
Yeah, but I don't have any desire to vape really. I just like to smoke a little.
Oh,
weed.
no.
Much.
Neither do I much. But it's good to have for a backup.
I just buy the cheapest weed they're selling at the dispensary and just smoke it very sparingly. And that's, the most I do.
It's been about $70. It's been about $70 an ounce now.
Yeah.
But it's just homegrown. I like the home.
I usually buy Ace for like $20. And that lasts me a couple weeks. So
Yeah, I believe it.
I'm spending like $10 a week to smoke weed. That's not bad.
No, that ain't bad.
No, that's a
I
very
might
cheap
spend
advice.
more. Not really. I quit smoking weed a lot after my surgery. I still smoke I still smoke every day, but it might just be like a toot or two,
Mm-hmm. Just a little.
Unless when I drink, then I smoke probably 4 or 5 toots.
Depends on what I'm doing. Like when I'm doing a live stream, I'll take a couple puffs, but usually at night I don't really smoke that much. Usually,
I think my wood fire.
I usually do a puff in the morning if I gotta go to work and shit. That's it, and then I don't smoke all day at work or nothing. Yeah. I don't want to give too much fucking data about myself over the internet, you know what I'm saying? Kevin says all day, every day. Yeah. I used to be like that. But yeah. Kevin's he's quite a few years younger than me. Sativa or I mix it up, man. I like to mix it up. Like one week I'll get some indica, next week right now I'm smoking some sativa. I say I kind of prefer the indica, to tell you the truth. It's more of a intense buzz.
Well, I hope the fire ain't bothering you.
What do they call it? Couch lock?
I think that would be indica.
It gives you couch lock, they call it, right? You heard that term before? It's just like, I'm locked to the couch. Can't fucking move. What's wrong with me?
In the couch, Tony says.
In the couch.
That's a good way to remember.
It's been a while since
Indicas.
I've gotten stoned, I remember when I was younger, man, I would smoke weed. I would get like that. Sofa King high. Yeah, I remember getting high at school when I was a kid. That was the best. You talk about paranoia. Like, why did I smoke weed? Oh my God. This is too much. I can't handle this. I'm sitting in the classroom. Sitting in the classroom thinking it's a drag. All high. And you're just like, God, everybody knows I'm high right now. one time I was like, I smoked weed on the way to school with a buddy, and like got to school and like I'm like at my locker, and this girl walks in. Hey Eric, how you doing? She's like, have you been smoking weed? It's just like, oh no, no. Well, you sure smell like it. Just, you know how paranoid you become after that. But somehow I always got away with it, man. Never got busted. One time me and this one friend of mine, we were smoking. We had these bungalows, we called them. You know, we had the main school, and then up in the distance there were bungalows that had extra classrooms and shit. And like this one, it was like an empty bungalow. There was nobody in the bungalow. We're just sitting there. There's like these stairs that go up. They had like a concrete wall in the stair. You could just sit there and no one could see you. You're just sitting there smoking some weed. And this fucking teacher comes up like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" Like, we both just jumped over the backside of the fucking staircase and just took off running. And I didn't get caught, man. Oh, the good old days. Obviously, I was a high school dropout. I just
Join the club.
I couldn't take it, man.
Actually, I joined.
I knew from a young age that school was a fucking bunch of BS, man. You know, and I just didn't want to be there. It caused me a lot of problems in life, man.
From a young age, all I wanted to do was work. I didn't want to go to school. There was work to do.
Yeah, me too. I would say, why go to school when I could go work and make money? Fuck it. You know, you know, to fucking listen to people tell me what the fuck to do all the time. You know, that's me, man. I was a stubborn fucking dumbass kid, man. You know, I wish I could go back and change it all. You know, knowing what I know now.
I think I would change a few things.
You know, I would have changed a lot of things. If I, you know, anybody could go back at my age to their childhood and change things, they would be a billionaire, right? Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
I hated school, man. I hated school.
Some damn Bitcoin when it was.
Yeah, I would have bought Bitcoin when it was like fucking $1.
Yep. Cents.
Or like 10 cents. Yeah, it started off like nothing. And it went to fucking 1 cent, 2 cents, you know, to where it is now.
No, I got my Bitcoin when it was like 99 cents. And I'll be damned if I know how to find it.
If you had bought like $100 worth of Bitcoin at 99 cents, yeah.
Yeah, I bought. Oh, I know, right? I had like 5 of them I got from a video game. I don't remember which video game. Yeah, they gave out some
like
free Bitcoin.
It's like 300 grand right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where the fuck they are. They're lost in the interwebs.
Yeah, a lot of Bitcoin has been lost.
Yeah. I wrote it down on a piece of paper.
Nobody knows for sure how much Bitcoin there is and how much has been lost.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I had 5.
Yeah, 5 Bitcoin is over $300,000.
Yeah. It was free. I won them on a video game.
Damn. It's hard to keep that shit fucking, you know, they didn't have the technology back in them days, you know, to safety, hold on to it. You know?
Yeah, they gave me like some 20 digit code to write down.
Wallets and, you know, whatever. Yeah, that's the one thing I don't really understand about crypto is how to fucking hold it in a wallet, you know. and not lose it. Fuck.
Yeah.
Scary. All it takes is the push of the wrong button, and it's all poof gone. What happened? You just fucking deleted all your Bitcoin. What? Yeah. Could happen if you're not careful. But yeah, man, God, that would be. Yeah, some people buy Bitcoin at that, but not many. I think most of those people that bought it that cheap sold a long time ago. I think there's not that many people left that bought Bitcoin in the earliest stages that still have it, but there might be a lot because it's only been around for fucking 15 years or something. I love school. 14 straight into painting houses. Fuck yeah. Painting's a good trade. It's a lot of work. Painting sucks. It's not. It's hard work. I don't really like painting, but it's not the worst job in the world. I've done quite a bit of it, but I'm no means a professional painter. 63,000 now Bitcoin is. So yeah, 5 Bitcoin now is worth $315,000. I could use that kind of scratch. That'll feed a lot of chickens. Shit, my fire's dying, man. Better throw another log
What's that?
on there. Let's go to Owen Shoki. But yeah, I don't know about all these immigrants eating all these people's pets, fucking horses. And
Oh, that's man. You shouldn't eat fucking Fido.
but I'm just thinking, I got a chow.
Yeah, well, I guess you can probably chow down on a chow, but it doesn't make it right.
Well, no, he's only partially chow. He's got some shepherd in him.
Oh,
Yeah,
so he needs some potatoes, huh?
I don't know. It's an interesting dog. He's kind of an
No,
exotic dog.
if he's only partly chow, then he needs some tomato and carrots.
Yeah, I give him carrots. As part of the dog food I make for him, quite a bit of carrot I put in it.
Well, I'm talking for me. he's only partially chow, so he's gonna need some carrots and potatoes.
He's definitely a unique dog, I think, man, in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I'll be back. I'm gonna grab another beer.
For exactly all of the different, species of dog or breed of dog, actually. He's got an interesting scent about him that's like different than any other dog I've ever known. I don't know if it's because he's fucking got the chow. Bitcoin is a scam to get everyone on the digital dollar. Yeah. Could be, man. Could very well be. I don't know. I got my doubts about cryptocurrency, but it's, But I think it's just getting ready to fucking blast off, man. We're all hoping. Those of us who hold any cryptocurrency, we're looking at a blast off here, man. Economy's in the toilet, man. Shit's bad. Hard to find fucking work. You know, one hope some of us have is our crypto. Pull our wieners out of the fire. But yeah, I'm not counting on it though, man. I'm really not. You know, I'm still of the mindset that yeah, it could fucking crash to zero and never recover. You got to be prepared for that possibility. There's really no preparing for it. But most crypto holders are thinking very positive for the next year. It's going to really rock it up. You know, I've heard this before. This is in a different part of the cycle and blah, 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 blah. This is a new cycle, you know, who knows? You know, if it's going to follow history, because you could follow the charts of what cryptocurrency has done, you know, since its inception, has only been 15 years, right? So it's in its infancy, you know. So I think, yeah, if you got the fucking wherewithal to hang in there and hold, sell at the right time and then buy back in at the right time, you know, you could do well in cryptocurrency, possibly. Or it could all just fucking go up in flames when the next big, serious fucking economic crisis happens, you know. And it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
There's fire. This is where the world goes.
And most cryptocurrency holders are going to be stuck, and they're going to lose everything, you know. And I think that's going to happen real soon. And they're all hoping that we're hopeful the market's going to fucking skyrocket in the next year, and then all of a sudden the rug just gets pulled out on the whole fucking economy, you know, and all the markets just crash overnight. You know what I mean? I really see something like that coming. You know, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I don't want that to happen. Trust me, I don't want that to fucking happen. But I think
I like that pathetic life.
Very strong possibility that you should be prepared for the fucking. You know what? Remember what happened in 2008 when the markets all crashed? You know,
And I don't remember what 2020.
Yeah, right. But anyways, yeah, in 2008, the stock market crashed big time, and it sent the world into a recession.
A good day is recognizing that it's 2024.
Debbie Downer. But no, you got. But I understand what Kevin's saying. I'm being a Debbie Downer, but you know, I'm hopeful. You know, I'm one of those idiots that is hopeful that we're going to see a big rally here in the next year, and we're all going to become fabulously wealthy. That's the goal. I have my doubts. I've told Kevin before this. I hope I'm wrong, and the cryptocurrency cycle happens like normal. And people that deserve to.
Hey, we got Rotman here.
Mr. Rotman, where is he? I don't see him.
Cheers, Rotman.
Oh yeah, Ken's Caravan life.
Oh, there, he forgot your name, Rotman.
So he changes his name all the time, like you. I can't keep track of it all.
It says Joe right there. Hi, I'm Joe.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how it happens. You know, it should be interesting here. This time of year is when the economy usually fucking crashes. So historically, it's always crashed right before a presidential election. For some fucking reason.
Lucky us.
Yeah. A lot of shit happens.
Ready for some dirt patties? Let's
For
do some
reason,
dirt patties.
shit happens in the fall, in the early fall. End of summer into the early fall. You know, look at all the things that have happened. Like, look what happened in September of 2001, right?
Yep.
And then 2008, the fucking market crashed in October, like the early part of October. So yeah, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer or nothing. I'm just like, people have to be fucking aware that this shit could happen.
He ain't trying to be a Debbie Downer, Tony. He's just
Be real.
He ain't trying. He's already done it.
I'm just trying to, get people aware that this shit could happen. The whole fucking rug could get pulled out, and we go into another depression, as they call it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
As long as I can find out magic carpet, I'll be okay.
The economy's just fucked anyways, right? I mean, come on. How much more fucked up can they make it? We live in the world of the $15 sandwich, for fuck's sakes. And that doesn't even come with fries and a drink.
Man.
That's just for the sandwich. If you want fries
now
and a
I'm
drink,
hungry. Now I'm hungry. You bastard. Where's my sandwich?
Yeah, I can't afford a fucking $15 sandwich. I have to fucking eat fucking, beans and rice.
Top ramen.
Top ramen. I don't eat that much top ramen. Is this? But I do eat top ramen. But I'm more of a beans.
You know what my go-to food is? My go-to starving food from the cupboard would be a can of raviolis. Every time it works.
Yeah, it's a satisfying meal. Some Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
Cold, hot, just eat it.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore to myself. At least I gotta make something instead of opening up a can. But yeah, sometimes fuck it. Although I'm not proud to open up a can of whoop ass.
I eat fucking garbage.
We gotta do what we gotta do. I'm an American. I subsist on garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
My friend Kevin Malloy, he told me he grew up eating poor, man. He knows how to eat poor. So he grew up in Philadelphia. So he told me, yeah, he knows how to fucking survive, how to eat like a poor motherfucker. And I learned a lot from that, man. I learned how to eat like a poor motherfucker. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
All we need is a fucking ham bone. Just give me a ham bone and we'll eat like a king tonight.
You know what sucks though, man? Buying produce at fucking at Walmart. Oh my God, it's horrible. It's like rolling the dice. Buying produce at Walmart, just don't know. And like it's like most likely it's gonna fucking be rotten by the next day. Like, and I opened up the bag of potatoes that I just bought there at Walmart. And like, the first potato I pulled out of there was fucking rotten. Like, God damn.
Dude,
Damn.
you gotta totally check the dates on the cans, man. Half the shit's expired or about
Yeah.
to. You know,
It's really
normally
bad.
you can get stuff like 2 years away. No, it's expiring.
It's bad, dude. Man, there was only like 2 or 3 bags of potatoes there, and I was like looking at them like, this bag looks okay. And I got home. The first potato I pulled out was fucking just like rotten, like, damn. Let's throw away all these fucking potatoes. Well, it's only like less than $3 for a bag of potatoes, but man, god damn. You know,
Yeah.
it's the danger of buying potatoes by the bag, you know? You don't know what you're going to get. Instead of picking your own potatoes out like we used to do back in the day, now we have to make every dollar stretch as far as we can. So we got to fucking scrounge and fucking scrimp and eat fucking garbage. It's terrible what they push the fucking population to these days.
Yeah.
Oh, well, fuck it. As long as I can still drink my fucking $10 6-pack of beer every day, I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking eat fucking garbage out of the McDonald's fucking garbage can. I don't care. See, Kevin said
Yeah.
potatoes are cheap and filling. That's poor man's thinking. Food. Potatoes are cheap and filling. Like, yeah. And you can prepare them in so many different ways. It's a great thing about the potato.
You can bake them, you can shred them, you can mash them, you can fry them, you can patty them up and fucking throw an egg in it and some meat and have a potato patty.
Yeah, and some cheese on there.
Flour.
But no, if you don't have cheese,
man.
what if you just have potatoes? That's it.
Yeah, what happened to the cheese line?
Oh yeah, nothing like some good cheesy potatoes, man. But yeah.
Well,
Shit.
hey, there was nothing better than the government cheese.
Mixed with fucking potatoes.
The government cheese was the best. No one can argue that. You'd stand in line all day just to get 10 pounds of
government cheese. GOBME. Government cheese.
That was the best.
MENT. Government. We get some government cheese.
Yeah, it's the best.
What kind of cheese is that? Oh, that's government cheese. Oh. That sounds horrible, don't it?
Yeah.
Government cheese.
Hey, don't knock it until you try it. It was the best shit in the 70s, 80s. You still had the cheese line.
Damn it. I never got a chance to try government cheese for some reason.
I remember standing in line.
I remember at my school they were giving it away, man. And a lot of kids were like, sign up to get some free government cheese.
Well, they substitute the dairy market. So the government buys all this cheese to this day, and they don't give it away no more.
No, they just.
What the fuck?
They just let it fucking rot. Just like
Yeah. I wish I can get some. That was the best cheese in the world.
This is the hole where we throw all the rotten government cheese into.
They probably put it down in the salt caves.
What do they do with all the rotten old government cheese that they no longer give away? But you know,
They
still
plug up. They plug up the soldiers so they don't got to ship for a week at a time.
they feed it to the military. Yeah. But yeah, the military can only eat so much government cheese. They must.
No, they can eat all the government cheese.
They
You're like,
can,
man said eat it, so I'm eating it.
they put it in their MREs.
Damn right. Cheese and crackers. Nothing better.
They could turn it into fucking cheese whiz.
God, I'm starting to fart. I think I need some cheese.
Yeah, I know. From what I understand about cheese, dude, it fucking binds you up if you eat too much cheese.
Yeah, you ain't never seen a super soldier until you seen one not shit for a week.
Yeah, you know, last thing you want is your fucking soldiers all bound up.
I don't know though. That makes some cranky fucking men. I'd be
Yeah.
okay with that.
Maybe so. They're gaslighting them with cheese.
Fucking Mighty Mouse has got a purpose again.
Oh yeah, it was one of my favorite cartoon characters.
Yeah.
Here I come to save the day.
I know, it was great, huh?
Mighty Mouse, man. Who could not love Mighty Mouse? You know?
That had to pissed off Walt Disney, huh?
Ah! Right? It was like trying to steal Mickey Mouse's thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Turning like the mouse character into like a fucking superhero, right?
Baddest mouse around, man.
Mighty Mouse, dude. He was like fucking Superman in mouse form.
You know what he did better than Superman, though? Mighty Mouse had twice the super hearing. He could just fucking zone right in. He knew.
Fucking. But his ears weren't big and stupid like Mickey Mouse.
Now they're fortunate.
Mickey Mouse's ears were just way too overblown.
And he didn't have the buck teeth.
You know, mice don't really have fucking ears like Mickey Mouse. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It's a way over exaggeration, and fuck Walt Disney. Kevin Malloy says government cheese doesn't expire. Damn. You know where I can buy some government cheese on the black market?
Hey, it was the original Velveeta.
That's amazing.
Fuck, I got Velveeta in my fridge from 3 years ago.
I'm sorry, I missed
I
that.
said government cheese is the original Velveeta. And I got Velveeta in my fridge from 3 years ago still.
I hate Velveeta. I don't. I never was a fan of Velveeta.
But it lasts forever.
Yeah, it's just like it's like fake, you know. And that's why I don't like it. I don't like fake things.
Well, there goes your dating life.
I know. That's why I haven't had a date.
I
Quite
would
a
find a
minute.
pair of fingers in front of me.
But you know, I used to be quite the ladies' man, though, and that's a fact.
Yeah. Until he got morals and said, I don't like fake things. Oh, man. You forget you live in America? Everything's fucking fake, man.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I like real shit, man. But yeah, it's sad. to live in this fake world. You're right, man. God damn. You have a way of pointing out my weaknesses, Joe. And that's what I love. See, government cheese and potatoes, man. That's what we need. That will pull the world
Yep.
out of the fucking economic nightmare we're living in. Government cheese and potatoes.
Yep.
It's the answer.
For like the last 50 years, all we needed was cheeseburgers and blue jeans. Now we need potatoes and government cheese.
You know why? Because you get your protein from cheese and you get your fucking carbs, from potatoes. That's all you need, right? Cheese and potatoes. Vegetables and fruits are way overrated, man.
Son of a bitch. I gotta get another beer, dude.
If you can get, all you need is potatoes, cheese, and beer, dude. And eggs. Because you can make breakfast with cheese, potatoes, and eggs.
Gotta have eggs.
And some Spam. Maybe you can throw a little Spam in there when you're fucking living like a king.
Yeah, I prefer canned ham.
Over Spam?
Yeah.
Yeah, I ate too much Spam, man. I used to eat bacon, but it's just too expensive. So now I just eat Spam. I don't eat much of it. It's probably going to kill me one day. Oh yeah, that fire's putting out some heat. Hey, Super Dwayne in the house. Nice to see you. The potato famine sent the Irish worldwide. That's all they had on that little island of Ireland. That's all they could grow was fucking potatoes. And somehow they had a bad crop of potatoes. They all fucking starved to death. See, Joe's Irish.
I actually, we actually finished all them potatoes we got during winter. Remember, my buddy gave me like 100 pounds of taters. Oh, we ate them.
So you're Irish, right, Joe?
That's what they tell me.
So you're a potato eating motherfucker.
Well, I love potatoes, man. I think it might have been my first food I ever ate besides a mama's tit. Was a potato.
But when you're an Irish kid, they put a potato in your mouth instead of a tit.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
It's one of the best food sources out there, though.
Yeah, I like potatoes.
For some
Potatoes
reason,
and salt.
salt.
Yeah,
Don't you know
potatoes
salt
and salt.
Stop your heart.
Yeah. What the fuck difference does it make now?
Ever since I've been using a lot of salt lately. I've always have. I always go against what they tell me. I eat a lot
salt
of
on
cholesterol,
it.
salt. Whatever they tell me not to do, I do the opposite.
Yeah, I buy a big thing of pepper every month, and I go through that fucking pepper too. Use a lot of pepper, a lot of salt.
They don't say anything about pepper, though, do they? They don't say.
Yeah, I think it's bad.
You should. curb your pepper intake.
Hey, you know, I don't get how people say that white people don't like spicy food or anything, because I thought once we conquered the whole world for spices.
Yeah, but you ever seen like
We love spice, man.
a super white person bite into a really hot pepper? It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
They
I'm not
sweating,
entirely.
they start crying. Tears start coming out of their eyes.
Yeah,
Into this
I'll
pepper.
dehydrate it,
Hilarious.
clean it up,
Hilarious.
sprinkle it.
When you see a person really suffering from biting into a hot pepper, especially really white people.
Yeah, I know. I eat hot shit and I start sweating. It's like, my God.
That your eyes start
Give
watering,
me-
your nose starts running.
Yeah, the nose starts running. The eyes are fucking watering. Sweat pouring down.
It's just like this is the worst thing ever until it's over.
Here's the best
You're like,
part.
"Oh,
When you
thank
can
God."
actually look at it and you go, I'm fine.
And drinking water don't help.
Oh, God. No, you need milk.
I don't keep milk at my house.
Oh, well, you're lucky because I go through a gallon every 3 days.
No, I mean I don't use milk whatsoever. Very little dairy in my diet.
I'd say every 3 days I need a loaf of bread and a gallon of milk.
I don't eat much bread. I don't drink milk. And I eat
Yeah.
very little cheese. So yeah, I don't use dairy or fucking bread very much. But I eat a lot of pasta, so that's like bread, right?
No, I'll go through about 10 pounds of, well, maybe not 10 pounds. I'll go through about 5 pounds of cheese every month, though.
Really, I don't eat much cheese at all. Cheese ain't my cup of tea. Have you noticed how many WWE wrestlers seem to have died over the years? Very suspicious to me.
I gotta feed the boys, so I make sure the boy has more food than he needs. He's
Yeah.
growing, you know?
The boy needs a lot of food. Yeah.
Yeah. So I do cook a lot. I just don't eat a lot.
Yeah. Me neither. I don't eat a lot. I cook more for my dog than I do for myself.
Oh yeah.
I cook-
I'd say half my food goes to my dogs. You know? But that's the way I am.
spoiling this dog. This dog I have now, I'm really spoiling him. Making him homemade dog food.
It's gonna come back to bite you.
I don't care. I'm enjoying it. Giving this dog some good fucking food, and yeah, it's proven out. He's doing better. His poop is like fucking immaculate.
Oh, I'm petting 2 of them right now. And they're biting my hands. They love me.
His poop actually
He's-
smells good.
You guys are great. Bean turned out to be one of the best dogs I've ever had.
Yeah, I've struggled with this dog, but it's a battle. You know, this dog I got now, Jake, is a fucking battle, man. We fight with each other every day.
Yeah. The only problem I got with my dogs is they hate cars. They hate cars so
My
bad.
dog hates cars
They-
really bad. My dog attacks
Yeah, they
cars,
attack.
and I'm battling with him with that. 'Cause we
Yeah.
live right next to a very busy highway, and he has to learn to deal with that shit. So
Yeah.
it's a constant battle, and his aggression towards other dogs. You know, those are the 2 things that concern me the most.
Yep. Oh, I agree.
As far as leash, you know, that's petty, you know, but it's something that I work on every day. I don't want him pulling on the leash. You know, and I work on that, and he's getting a lot better over. You know, the more I work with him, it takes it. It just doesn't happen overnight, man. You know, you don't just you can't expect results from a dog. You got to work with them and work with them and work with them, and especially if, you know, when you get a dog that's already full grown. You know, you can't expect the dog to just change overnight. It takes a lot of
No,
work. It takes time.
oh, I
What
got
do you
Bean
see?
when he was about a year and a half. So he was pretty much mostly grown, and he was always in a kennel, and I don't think he was treated very well.
Can
And
I
the
get a,
second I got him, he totally attached onto the family like you wouldn't believe, and he's never disappointed me yet. One of the greatest dogs, right? And I think it's because he suffered in some other life. And then when he got here, he was like, oh my God, they actually like me.
nice? Yeah, every dog's got its own story.
Yep. And you can see he just sits right there. So he's attached 100%,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
He is. He's in
I've
tune
never
with your.
chained my dog.
But that's how you do it, man. You got. That's the best way to train him is to not train him. You know, and just
Yeah, pretty
let
much.
what happens happen. You know, and everybody
Actually,
figures out their place.
one of the big secrets is don't let them do what they want to do. Don't let them.
Yeah, you got. Yeah,
And they'll know what you want. You know, they'll know what you want then.
yep, I agree. Because the dog's always going to want, you know, especially if you walk a dog on a leash every day, you know, the dog's going to want to do what it wants to do. And you say, no,
Yep.
you can't do that. Not when we're walking on the fucking leash. When we're
Yep.
walking on the leash, you must walk with me. We walk as a team, you know. You're not allowed to. It's easier said than done, but that's the goal, you know, is to get the dog to understand that he's not allowed to pull on the fucking leash ever. Ever. Allow him to pull on the leash. When he pulls on the leash, I get aggravated, you know, and he's learning that, that, as long as you don't pull on the leash, everything's fucking cool. As soon as he starts pulling the leash, no, you're not allowed to fucking do that. You got to fucking put your foot down with dogs, man, and present some consequences to them. You know, if you're gonna pull on the leash, I'm gonna be very nasty back to you. I'm gonna pull you back. You know, it takes a long time. I've been working with this dog for 3 months, and it's still an ongoing battle, day after day after day. You know, so he's finally gonna learn that he's never allowed to pull on the fucking leash. You know, he's slowly, gradually fucking figuring it out. Yeah, I got a dog like that, man.
Boot.
This is like you got a pack of pit bulls.
And they're all good.
It looks like some very powerful dogs, like my dog.
Oh, this is an asshole. This one's an asshole. That one's just stubborn.
That
And
one
that
looks
one
like
will do anything. That one will do anything you say.
Yeah, it's a battle with when you own dogs. Sometimes some dogs are easy to train, some are hard, man. You know.
I think sometimes you get lucky and sometimes you don't.
Sometimes you get a dog that just don't.
Honestly, yeah. And you got to understand that and cut your loss. I've had to do it like 3 times in life, but I've also had a dozen dogs in life, so 3 ain't bad to where you just cut your loss.
You got to give them time, man. At least if you commit to a dog, you got to at
Oh, I
least give them a year.
each of years, but there was no helping them.
Yeah, eventually,
So
yeah, after a year, and the dog still hasn't come around. Fuck it. Even 6 months. You know, I think 6 months is a good amount of time to really try.
I put the claw on the bobcat. This fucker, this right here, I crush everything with. I crush fucking 4 wash machines with it. There's a fucking claw from hell.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Yeah, I know it is.
It's dark. Yeah. It's the fucking solstice, people. Fuck yeah. Even if you're in the southern hemisphere, it's still the solstice. It's the one time we could all get together. People from the southern
Yeah,
hemisphere, people from the
this is
northern
the
hemisphere.
good news.
We're all in sync right now. We have equal amount of daylight and daytime. Fuck yeah. Happy fucking it's equinox.
You wash them, boys.
Everything's neutral right now in the equinox. You know what I mean? We celebrate the equinox as we head towards fucking winter solstice.
Yeah, fuck winter.
Yeah. Not looking forward to it, man.
No.
Only thing, there's nothing we can do about it, right? It's going to happen whether we like it or not.
It's the time keeps ticking.
All we can hope for is it's going to be a mild winter.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm hoping for. Just we can hope for it. So far, it's been pretty mild. I got my first fire going it's a symbolic fire, but no, it makes a difference.
Wish I had a fire going.
Yeah, no. No, we're expecting cold, and I just don't want keep my furnace from running. It's my whole goal.
Yeah.
Always. I want my furnace to run as little as possible. So I burn fires.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Fuck the gas company. And fuck putting wear and tear on my furnace, you know?
Hey, my furnace only kicks on like early in the morning when I'm passed out.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it never kicks on.
I get a fire going again. And
yeah.
Get it to, I found a trick. You take a hairdryer to the fucking.
Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
To the thermostat.
That is. Yeah.
And then get a fire going. It will save you a couple of, cycles of your furnace.
Yeah. No, I never thought of that.
It works. You put a hairdryer on the thermostat for like a minute or two, and it goes up to like 90 degrees.
Now that's serious cheating, man.
Yeah, that's a hack. Keep your furnace
Holy
running
shit.
while your fire kicks in, right? It's like,
I guess.
yeah, it's you learn tricks like that out of desperation, just because like, fuck, this is costing me money. That's all it's doing is costing me money. It's not keeping me any warmer.
I'm still fucking cold.
It's just I'm hemorrhaging. I got to do something to I can save a dollar. You know what I mean? We're living in a time of total desperation. Where, like, every fucking penny is,
You could just disconnect the thermostat,
But no, I need it to keep the place from freezing.
I'm pretty sure if you just take the green wire off, you'll be okay.
But I turn it down to 65 degrees. And I'm thinking about turning it down to 60. But does it really matter at that point? You
Oh,
want
fuck.
65 at least, right, to keep your pipes from freezing.
I don't know, man. I keep my house like 90 degrees.
I keep mine 65. And I fucking bundle up.
I keep it at 90 and I wear my underwear in the middle of January.
In the dead of winter, I walk around here, Long John on, and
We're doing a live stream in the middle of January.
sometimes I sit here in the dead of winter. I'm wearing like all my ski gear, in my fucking.
He's got the face mask on. He's ready for an Antifa riot.
Fucking wool socks, fucking gloves, hat, just kicking back in my living room. Yeah. So fucking crazy shit gets.
Come.
Because my house is very drafty. It's very drafty. Even no matter how high I set the thermostat, it's still. The only thing that keeps you warm is that fucking fire.
So I'm going to move this shed about 50 feet away now.
Nice.
I already decided I wanted to move it.
How you can do that? It's like drag it.
Yeah, I'll drag it. I'll pour a concrete pad and put it on it.
Nice. That'll be fun.
I won't move it until I build a garage, though.
This shed you're sitting in right now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I'll move it when I build a garage.
That's a big structure to move.
Well, it ain't that. I'll move it like a cake. Piece of cake, man. Piece of cake.
If you got the machinery, yeah.
Piece of cake.
You've done it before.
Yeah. Done it before.
This is how they do things in Minnesota. We just drag this building over here. We can build something.
Just move it over. If it's a little crooked, it'll still work.
We got plenty of ice. It makes it easy to drag stuff across.
Yeah.
It's easier to drag things across frozen ground. Probably best to do it in the wintertime.
Yeah, I need to get a bunch of sandbags. I need 1,000 sandbags so I could put a basement underneath that garden shed for a cellar.
1,000 sand. Anybody got some sandbags that can help out?
I know. 1,000 of them, man.
Joe Dirt needs some sandbags, people. Help him build a
Fucking
house.
A. And they're so expensive, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I couldn't imagine that a sandbag would be that expensive.
Oh, $1 a piece.
$1 a piece.
Dollar
That's
two.
$1,000. You need $1,000 for the sandbags.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. That's money that we can't afford to spend on sandbags.
No, we can't. Not on sandbags. I'd rather buy some fucking dried
I wish I had,
food.
I wish I had $1,000 just to spend on sandbags.
I know, right? That'd be so wonderful.
Yeah.
It'd be like a wish back to the 90s.
I know. Then I'd be able to help people out. You need some sandbags? I got some fucking sandbags for you. Things are fucking tight, man. You know, there was a time when I would be able to help. I would buy you 1,000 sandbags. Those
Hey,
times
you
are
know,
gone.
I know how I'm going to get 1,000 sandbags, right? The Red River is going to flood come spring, and they'll need volunteers. So I'll volunteer to pack sandbags, and then I'll keep loading the pickup truck full of them and take off. So I'll get 1,000. I'm just kidding.
No, I agree. You got to do that, man.
That's about the only way I'll afford it.
You're just kidding, right? I believe that you're just kidding.
Yeah, I'm just joking, but
I would never.
if there was some sandbags, that would be it.
I would never take advantage of a situation like that. Just to help myself. You know, you got to help yourself sometimes, man. Life is tough. You got to take advantage of whatever you can.
We're not talking taking an extra bite out of the cheeseburger.
Especially when it's ridiculously like $1 a sandbag. You know, they're gouging you.
Oh yeah, I don't know what they are. I think they're more than $1.
Maybe it's like $1.078 or something.
I think they're like $1.29 a sandbag.
I'm sure they go up and down just like everything else, right?
Oh yeah, it's like don't buy your plywood during hurricane season.
Right. But yes, sometimes you just got. Yeah, it's all building material. Yeah, I've worked all my life in the construction industry, and I know so expensive. It's unbelievable how expensive building materials are. The whole thing, everything is so expensive. It's not designed for us to survive much longer. They made life way too expensive.
Yeah, they did. Son of a bitch! These beers are tasting great. I need another.
I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel anymore. You know, there's just. I used to be constantly driving toward this light at the end of the tunnel. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna survive. No, but now the light has disappeared, and now we're living in total darkness like that. Yeah. There's no way out, man. Just the prices keep going up. You just can't make enough money to stay ahead of it.
I gotta quit putting shit so far away from the house. This is starting to get to be a long walk.
Yeah, why? Why when you could put stuff right next to your house and just it's right there?
Right?
Why give yourself that extra fucking work? I've learned that, man. You always want to take the path of least resistance.
Yeah, shit goes downhill. We all understand.
Sometimes what you think is a good idea isn't a good idea, man.
Dude, I haven't had a good idea since fucking 1998.
That sounds about right. There are the two commands they need to learn first. You hear that, Jake? Sit and stay. He's doing it.
Good luck.
He's laying down and staying. He's staying, that's for sure.
Huh.
But he's pretty much unconscious. Jake, Jake. He's looking at me like he's kind of like lion-like.
Well,
Just
tell him to tell the truth then.
fuck you. Can't tell me what to do. This Jake dog I have, man, he's fucking. He's like a Arnold Schwarzenegger of a dog. He's so fucking strong. It's ridiculous. It's a good challenge for me, you know, to control this fucking Jakeinator, I call him,
Yeah.
because he's every bit as strong as I am, if not more. So it's
Well,
a
I'm sure. Yeah.
constant battle. Well, they say, you know, like a 100-pound dog is strong as a 200-pound man. You know, he's a 65-pound dog, and I'm a 150-pound man. So yeah, we're pretty much on the same level of strength. And he's really strong for a dog. This dog is like a fucking. So it's more of, you're not going to battle him physically. You got to battle them mentally. You know, you have to learn how to, you know, control their mind. Mind
You gotta
control. Put the fear of God into the dog. No, that don't work. You gotta. It's a lot of work. When the dog knows that he's as strong as you are, but you got to find a way to control that fucking dog.
Fucking right hook, man. Right hook works every fucking time. They shake their head, they go, "What the fuck was that?" And you say, "Hey, motherfucker."
I'm in control here. No, we got. That's one thing I'm not going to do is punch my dog or physically assault him.
I've had a couple of them.
I've seen people punch their dog in the face.
Oh, yeah.
I don't agree with that, but I guess maybe sometimes it's when the dog is.
Situations. You got to know the situations.
Yeah, when the dog is threatening other people and stuff, and like it's really dangerous, I could see something like that.
Yeah, when they're threatening you, you gotta kind of rattle the marbles and let them know.
Yeah,
I'm Papa. You don't sit here and threaten me.
yeah. No, my dog hasn't threatened. Maybe he has, but I was able to let him know. No, you don't fucking threaten me. You know,
Yeah.
without having to really hurt him. You know.
I had a giant fucking German Shepherd, and that fucker was a beast. He was like 140 pounds. He was a beast. And that motherfucker did not like to be told what to do. And we got into it so many times. I got so many bite marks on my body from that guy. And it took about 7 years to get that dog to totally do everything you wanted him to do.
7 years, that's like almost a dog's lifespan.
Well, he lived to about 12. He was a big motherfucking giant, lived to about 12.
His life and then some to teach him how to fucking behave. Yeah, it could be it could be a fucking.
It was a battle. It was a battle.
Yeah, I'm fortunately with this dog I have. We're battling, but I'm seeing results.
But that guy's head was bigger than mine. His head was bigger than mine,
Yeah,
and his
Jake's got a
snout
big head.
was bigger than my head. So yeah, it was fight back instantly, and I didn't show that dog.
That's a dog that could kill you if it really wanted to.
Yeah,
If it, yeah. That's like a wild animal, a dog that big.
he wasn't allowed to hang out with anyone. He wasn't allowed to. He just wasn't allowed to hang out with anyone because he was an asshole.
Kind of like Jake here, man. Jake loves people. Jake loves people, man. He's a people
Yeah,
dog, but he
that
has
German.
he has a big problem with other dogs.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds like Boot. Yeah, Boot has a big problem too.
With other dogs, Jake has a big fucking problem. But with people, no problem at all. Man. He loves people. But his problem is dogs.
And that's actually kind of amazing since he's already snipped.
He's been snipped all his life, pretty much.
Yeah, generally they're not aggressive with other dogs then. So that's amazing.
Yeah, Jake is, man. He's got problems with it, but not all of them. It's like he can get along with some other dogs, believe it or not, but mostly no. But he has no problem with humans. It's weird. He spent so much time in the dog pound, Man, I've only had him for 3 months, so you still got time to work with him. He could get better with other dogs as time goes by. I haven't given up on him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've only had him 3 months. And he's come a long way.
Feels like longer.
Yeah, I've had him for the whole summer.
Oh, well, you got to give him the winter.
Dingo kicked the bucket, and I got him the fucking very next day.
Dude, that is such a sad thing, man. That was a great dog.
But he was 13 years old, and things happened to him. And took his life, man.
I like Dingo. He reminded me of my dogs. He was always right there at your feet, ready to walk, ready to do whatever you did.
Yeah, he was 13 and a half, And his breed, they normally live 13 years, so yeah. But yeah, he might have still be alive today if certain things didn't happen to him. Like when he fell asleep under the car and he got almost crushed. I think that took some time off his life.
Yeah, that might have took a couple of years.
Yeah. So he lived 2.5 years after that happened to him. But he seemed in pretty good condition. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't planning on going out and getting another dog right after he. Yeah, my neighbor took me up there and introduced me to Jake, and it just.
Hey, that's actually why I ended up with Boot. Is because my dog's getting old, and I didn't want to go dogless, so I went out and I got Boot, and it's the first dog I ever actually paid for, by the way. But I bought Boot just so this dog could have a dog to raise, and when he passed away, I would have Boot. So I don't ever want to go dogless, man.
Yeah, it's tough. Because I woke up the next morning after Dingo passed on. I was dogless, dude. I was heartbroken. It was like one of the worst points in my life. And I was like, oh, well, I got to deal with this. My dog, I swear to God, I spent the whole morning looking on the internet at dogs. Fuck, what am I going to do without a dog? And fucking, it was a horrible morning. I got really drunk and I woke up all hungover. My dog.
Do you know what dogs are? Dogs are this. Dogs are this.
Yeah, they're just like,
Survival.
Yeah. Every dog has his day, But I woke up. I wasn't thinking about getting new. I was just, I was in a bad place. My dog had just died, and I was like, "Fuck."
The doggy biscuit.
Woke up with a fucking hangover, and I had to get out of the house, man. So I went out. I went to the local restaurant, and I wasn't planning on it. I was just going up there to have a beer, just to fucking fuck it. My dog just died. I was like, my next door neighbor was up there having breakfast. She's like, well, you got. She showed me a picture of Jake on her phone. Like, this dog needs to be adopted, man. And she took me up there and I met him and blah, blah, blah. I ended up adopting him, And here we are. But yeah, I didn't go a day without a dog. But, it's not the same dog, You can't expect a dog to just, man. If it happens for you, you're very lucky. Come into your life and just be perfect. No, it takes work. Dingo was the perfect dog, man. Dingo was the perfect dog. I didn't take much work with him. He was just always the perfect dog through the time I got him.
Yeah, that's why I liked you.
But then, Jake.
Doesn't go, by the way.
Yeah, you
just
like my channel because of Dingo.
And because of Annie and Bruno.
Yeah.
And then you guys grew on me later.
Yeah, Dingo was a great dog, man. We'll never forget him, man. He's always been a part of it. We got so much video of Dingo, that's amazing. Almost like this whole lifetime. Video after video after video. It's all on my channel with Dingo. It's almost like he's still alive in all the videos.
Alive and kicking it. He's alive in spirit, man. We know where he is.
Yeah. He's smiling down on us as if that's a thing. Like George Carlin said, he's smiling down on us. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't need any.
After somebody dies, they're sitting up there smiling down on us.
Hey, you know what? If you die and you're smiling down on me, you had better have left me a will.
Yeah. That's one of the things people say. They're smiling down on them. People are so fucking stupid. That's the kind of thing that George Carlin pointed out, though, right?
Yeah.
How stupid people are.
Oh, it's not even biblical, by the way. It's not even biblical, by the way. People don't die and then watch over you. They're gone until God calls you. They no longer exist.
These superstitions. People have these superstitions in their mind, right? That whatever you do is being looked down on. Maybe it's true. I don't know. By God and your, people that came before you. They're all waiting for you in heaven. They're all waiting for you in heaven, and they're watching over you. They're judging you. They're watching everything you do in your life.
Well, that's biblical.
That's creepy, man. Can you imagine someone watching everything you do in your life?
It'd be like, no wonder why I've had such bad luck. You fucker, you're staring at me.
But yeah, we all have that feeling, right? That someone's staring at us the whole time, right? I've always had that feeling since I was a kid. It's weird. Everything I do, people are watching me somehow. And they're all laughing at me.
Boy, I guess the police soundtrack has you just emotionally disturbed, though.
But you never had that feeling? Like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. Who's playing tricks on me? Oh, I always feel like somebody watching me. You know?
Yep. That's got to bring up ears, huh?
We all had that feeling, you know. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Nah, you're the only one, dude. You're the weird one.
I'm the only one. Everybody's watching me. I am the only one. I've always said that I'm the only real person in the world, and everything is just a big show. You know what I mean?
Bullshit, yep.
You ever had that feeling? It's called solipsism.
Oh, yeah, I've wondered that before. I think that was the part that certified me crazy.
I'm the only person. You all are here for me.
You're fucking fake.
Fuck y'all. You're fake. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's certifiable.
It's interesting. It's possible.
Oh.
My experience. It's interesting.
Hey, sorry I was late for the stream. I was still doing shit earlier. So
No, you were never late. There's no such thing as late for the stream. The only one that could be late for the stream is yours truly.
yeah, that's true.
Fuck yeah. We still got a few minutes left here. Fuck yeah. I want to give everybody their money's worth, you know, even though there's no fucking admission required to watch my video.
Another 15.
But still, I feel I owe my audience something. My little tiny audience.
I take checks.
What about direct deposit or Venmo? That's the way people do it nowadays.
It's getting a little personal.
Venmo? Yeah. You need banking info and stuff. We don't
I'll
want
take a check.
We don't want to get that personal with each other. We've only known each other for like 10 years. We've never met in person.
Nah.
Only on the interwebs.
I wanted to, but the more I thought about it, I'm not sure I want to go fucking 7,000 feet in the atmosphere.
But yeah, you know, it's amazing how many people I've met, friends of mine, just through this channel. So it's kind of really amazing. That's the positive thing about it, you know. We have made friendships with people, you know, for a very long time, and we've never met in person. It's really cool. That's the positive thing about the internet.
The few people that I've met that I actually liked on the internet have actually been more reliable than my friends in daily life. So
Yeah.
I like hanging out with you guys, man. I make it a point.
It's one of my best, you know, this this channel I have and like my friends and on the hangout. Probably the best friends in my life right now. The only one that I see on the real world is Kevin Malloy.
Yeah. Well, hey, Kevin, double thumbs, man. Good job, Kevin.
Yeah, he already went to bed, but yeah, he was here. He stops by once in a while. But yeah, he's my neighbor pretty much.
Oh, that's cool.
We see each other often. You know, it's nice of him to stop by on the live stream once in a while, just to hear what we're talking about. Because you know, me and Kevin, we don't agree on a lot of things. He doesn't really agree on my points of view of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with most of them, but I don't agree with you on a lot of stuff either. But we don't
anybody to.
agree. We just don't need to agree on everything. As long as we like each other, have respect, and have some similar attitudes, we're fine as men. We are.
But when it comes to things like sticking needles in your arm and stuff, you know.
Well, I agree with you on that.
With people asking you to roll up your sleeve and shit like that, you know, it gets weird. And, you know,
dude, and for my surgery.
You know. But, you know, in the last 4 years when they're asking people to roll up their sleeves, you know what I'm saying?
No one asked me.
We don't all agree on that subject, right?
I feel left out. I feel left out.
Some of us eagerly roll up our sleeves. A lot of people eagerly rolled up their sleeve, you know what I mean?
No one asked me.
And I never rolled up my sleeve. And
I never. But still, it's only no one asked me.
But that was a big problem, you know, 3 or 4 years ago when they were asking everybody to roll up their sleeve.
They did tell me though to hide my face a few times, and I didn't like
stick a thing up.
Yeah, that. They wanted me to hide this pretty mug. I can't hide my face. I didn't like that.
It was a really weird time, you know, that happened 3 or 4 years ago. You know what I mean? It was a really weird time when they were really getting invasive with people. You have to do this, and you have to do that, or you know, or you can't have a job, or you can't do this. You can't, you know, if you. It was fucked up, man. I'm glad it's over, and I'm not sure it's not going to come back again in the worst way. What happened then? You know, I'm surprised that it hasn't come back already.
How you doing, Dwayne? Haven't seen him in a while.
Super Dwayne. Are you related to Superman?
Of course he is. He's his fucking cousin. He's his cousin, man.
Like his great grandson or something. You know.
He's the second cousin from his uncle.
But either way, he's super.
Yeah.
Superior to other people.
Hey, you know,
Erica Sullivan and I are both related to Eric the Red.
Well, that makes sense. You're named Eric.
Yeah. So we're like offsprings of Eric the Red, for sure. Straight out of Sweden.
I don't know.
Straight out of Sweden.
I'm Joe, dude. So I'm the offspring of Joe.
Job. Hey,
I'm everybody's hero. I'm everybody's hero.
Do you have the patience of Job?
No. Nope. Nope.
No, few do. Few have the patience of Job. Eric Salvason in La Casa, straight out of Norway. He's Norwegian, and I'm Swedish. That's how I got my name Eric, from my Swedish, what's the word I'm looking for? My Swedish origins.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what half my family is Swedish. I remember my great grandmother yelling at me in Swedish all the time, and she would hit me because I say she would hit me. You know, kids were supposed.
My
You know?
Swedish great grandmother was like that. Very straight.
She'd whack me. Yeah. So yeah, half my family's Swedish.
Yeah, my great grandmother
Yeah.
Helga. My great
The
grandmother
other,
from Sweden. Her name was Helga Flodin. Helga Flodin.
oh,
Oh, Helga Olofsson. No, her original name was Helga Olofsson. And then she married a man in America named Axel Flodin. So she became Helga Flodin. And
you know,
yeah,
I would
my
honestly
great-grandmother.
what my great grandmother's name was. I'd have to look it up in my book. I didn't like her. She used to hit me as a kid.
My
She'd
great
fucking
grandmother's
whack.
name was Helga. Helga.
Yeah.
Amazing woman. Helga Olofsson from Sweden. She was I got to actually meet her, and she was like 100 years old when she died. She was 101 years old. She died at 101 years old. My great grandmother Helga Olofsson. She was about 4 feet tall. She was like a hobbit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And she had hair that went down to the ground. Her
Oh,
hair
you
grew.
know, my great grandma died at 101, 102, right after she broke her hip. And you know, 2 days ago, my great great uncle, I
Great.
think he's my great great uncle. He just yesterday he celebrated his 104th birthday, but the
104?
night before, yeah, he'd go out dancing on every birthday. You know, I've told you this before. Every year, it's like, hey, my uncle's 101, 102, 103. Oh, yesterday was his 104th birthday. But he spent it in the hospital because the night before he was practicing his dance moves and he fucking broke his hip, dude.
Damn. Fucking hip.
So it's like, fuck, my oldest fucking great uncle. Well, he broke his hip now.
104? That's amazing.
104 now. And he spent his birthday in the hospital yesterday because he broke a hip the day before practicing his dance moves.
Damn, what an amazing human. Sadly, you could probably not survive. 104. It's unheard of.
Bunny,
It's one of the oldest
man.
people that ever lived.
Yeah. No, I was going, right? But it was canceled at the last minute.
But no, there are some immortals out there, I think.
Fuck.
That's beside the point. We're not amongst the immortals.
Dude, I'm not even a third of his age, damn near. Well, I guess I'm not quite half his age.
He's still alive.
but I'm gonna die in 20 years.
He hasn't
There's
died
no
yet. He just broke his
fuck
hip.
I'm 100 years old.
But yeah, you know, at 104 years old, a broken hip could be a death sentence.
Well,
At
the
my
thing
age,
is,
a broken hip could be a death sentence.
yeah, he's only like 4'3". He's only about 4'3". I mean, and he used to be taller than me.
4'3". Yeah, amazing.
Well, you shrink a lot when you get old, I guess.
But he's still alive.
Yeah,
Maybe you should go make a video about him.
yeah, fuck that. He's got daughters. They can do that shit.
I'd like to learn more about this guy that's 104 years old.
Well, yeah, no, he was my grandfather's brother. My grandfather was a powerful man.
I wonder how many people on the planet today are over 100 years old. You know, it's got to be a very few.
Maybe 10 million.
Maybe it's possible. There's probably a lot of people alive.
Yeah,
over
probably.
100.
I don't know if I'd go above 10 million without really knowing numbers.
But have to look it up. It's not hard. Google it. How many people are over 100 years old today? It's easy to Google. Will Google give you the right answer?
We're going tight. Now we're going tight.
Will Google give you the right answer on anything? How many people
All
are
right.
actually living in the world today? You know, you can't trust it.
I don't know. I'm going inside, man. I'm starting to
claim-
freeze my. Hey, it's 2:57. I don't know when you're going to end the stream, but I think it's my time to hang up because I'm going to go inside, watch a movie with the boy.
Right on.
So, hey, I'll see you next Saturday, Eric.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Hey, I enjoyed it. Thanks a lot, bud.
Always good to have you, man. Fuck yeah.
Hey, tell me wait, I can't leave until I know how many people are over 100 on the earth. Google it.
How many people are over 100 on there?
I say 10 million. How many?
How many people are alive past 100 years? The number of people who live past 100 in 2020
Yeah,
years.
no.
2021, there were 89,709 centenarians in the U.S. About 0.27 of the population number of that was in 2020.
Yeah, so I might be right. It might be a 10 million.
89,000 in 2021. There was, according to this, it was 89,739.
All right. Now,
A lot of them probably died by now.
how many in China? There's got to be like 5 million.
In the world. Okay, let's look in the world. The world is home to an estimated 722,000 centenarians, according to the United Nations population projects. with
Less
2020
than a million.
Yep. 3/4 of a
Less
million.
than,
Most
holy
people
shit.
over 1,000, over 100 years old. According to this, 722,000. It's a lot.
Less than a million. Wow. Well, I guess I was off.
What do you think?
I thought 10 million. You're telling me less than a million.
Yep.
Wow.
In the billions
Well,
of
there
people.
you go. Hey, pray for my 140.
Congratulations. Congratulations to those 722,000 people. They're
Apparently.
and they probably won't be around much longer.
All right, I'm going in and drinking more beer. Holy shit, I can't see. I'm going to end up falling on my face.
So yeah, we all got a long way to go in life. But just
Hey, my camera is on. You just can't see anything.
722,000 out of billion.
7,
7 billion, 8 billion.
8.
Not many people live that long. It's very,
Yeah.
very small. It's like a tiny, tiny drop in the bucket. Tiny drop in the bucket. 722,000 compared to 7-8 billion people. It's pretty interesting to think about how very few people are lived over 100 years old.
Hey, I would have thought like 10 million. Apparently, I'm wrong.
Yeah, apparently, maybe this is wrong, but yeah, maybe Google is wrong. It's less than a million.
Google is never wrong, man.
Google is never wrong, man. You got to trust everything Google says.
100%.
I love you guys, man. Thanks for hanging out, Joe. Everybody. But you got something to say?
Google loves you.
Google is your friend. We love you.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Eric.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out, man. Another successful live stream. Love you guys. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right.
Hasta la vista, baby.